Hey folks, today is September the 16th. It's currently about 8:50 in the morning. I haven't done any videos yet with the Forex Libra code, so I wanted to at least put something out for you guys to see what trouble I'm having and what I'm dealing with support right now to try to fix. Basically, for whatever reason, I'm not able to see the entry, stop, and take profit lines. What support told me was, if you don't want to have it automatically entered by pressing yes, would you like to place the order now? You can do it. You can place the pending orders yourself by just pressing no. But when I do that, the lines don't show up. In order to get the lines, I'll show you here in a second, I have to press yes. Watch. Now, as you can see, I now have these lines that have popped up on my chart. This is the entry line, stop line, and take profit line. Problem here is this is now a pending order. And once that order gets filled, everything else disappears. Now I could come up here and press this button and place a line there, place a line here. You can do that, but the thing of it is the system is supposed to do that automatically. Once I get entered into this short trade, it's supposed to place a stop and it's supposed to place a take profit right here. But for whatever reason, mine is not doing that. It does it a couple times and then it'll stop, and I have no earthly idea what's causing it to stop. So that's kind of what we're working on getting fixed here. And there are a couple other issues I'm trying to work out with them as well. Like if the market continues to push down and doesn't come up here to fill this, how do I actually get rid of these lines? I've tried, pressing the auto trader and a couple other things, but these are just basically pending orders that remain on the chart. Like we'll see here momentarily whether or not we get to stop and take profit lines after we get filled into this trade. Hopefully we will. As you guys can see here, we have a nice level of resistance right above us. There it is. Beautiful. All right, so in this particular instance, we did get the stop and the take profit level, which is awesome. But like I said, typically that does not happen. Typically, we just get the green line, and then I end up having to drag the stop. And as you guys saw, the lines disappear, all of them. And because of that, I have no idea where I'm supposed to put my stop and take profit. But on this instance, it looks like it worked. So that's a good thing. I am not going to complain about that. And as you can see, that was let me see, I don't believe it was an aggressive trade. It was a conservative trade. That's what I've decided to focus on, as I said in the first video. But as you can see, we have our higher time frames both pointing down. Divergence has the check marks. It was a conservative sell trade. And our protection range, I believe, was under 3.0. That's something you might forget about when you're trading, but make sure you check this to make sure it's under 3.0. Okay? And also, I'm risking 1% per trade. And as you can see, it looks like our take profit is, I think, 2 or 3 times larger than our stop here. What I'm looking for at this point right now is to see that this gets broken, this level right here. I want the market to push down below that. And as always, with any trading system, you have to take these support and resistance levels into account. Ideally, you'd want to take profit before hitting, one of these levels, or at least take off some profit. But in this instance, if we are able to break this and close outside of it, then that's going to be an ideal situation because, as you can see, it's been going sideways for a while here. So if it breaks out to the short side, hopefully the market will continue pushing down. And also, if you're I've gotten a few emails about the previous video that I had up, and it was the webinar that they had recorded. and I had to take that down. Vlad actually sent me a message and asked me to remove it. He said it was only for the members on the members area, so that's why that's no longer up. And if you can hear that scratch noise, it's my dog. He's gone crazy for some reason, scratching under my desk. Not sure why he enjoys doing it, but he just does, so it is what it is. All right, guys, I think I'm going to pause it and see. I'll come back once we break out in one direction or the other. And we'll just wait and see what happens then. Again, it's 8:55 in the morning, and my testing has not started. This is just so you guys can see exactly what we're dealing with here with the Forex Libra code and see how everything works. And I'll also go into the back office momentarily so you guys can see what some other people are doing. All right, be back momentarily. All right, folks, we just got another pop-up here for the Euro AUD. And I just want you guys to see exactly what happens. As you guys see here, the protection range is under 3.0. This is an aggressive trade, so I'm not going to take it. But I want you to see that when I press no, the lines don't pop up and allow me to enter it manually. So I'll click no here. And as you guys just saw, the lines do not appear. So I can't enter the trade manually. And this is definitely something I want to get figured out. But, yep, it's only been a few minutes here. It's just now 9 o'clock. So I'll continue waiting on this, continue watching it, and I'll come back once something of interest happens. Hey, folks, I was just going through some of the information in the members site, and one of the things that Vlad, or the vendor, talks about is not taking trades when the market is moving sideways. And unfortunately, that's exactly what I did. We're stuck right between, you know, a level of support and a level of resistance here. But we took the trade, or I should say I took the trade, so we're going to stick with it. Watch it and see what happens. Ideally, in the future, I won't take trades like this again since I know what to look out for. And once I get these issues that I'm having taken care of, I'll definitely go back through the course again. Just kind of give myself a refresher. Still just waiting for the market to break under this level. This is a level of support here, so I knew we would have a bit of difficulty getting under it. We also have this trend line here. So there's a lot of resistance above us and not so much support beneath us. So we'll see what happens here. Things are still looking good, still confident in the trade. Now it's just being patient and waiting to see what happens. All right, we're at 8 minutes right now, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll come back a little bit later. All right, guys, just a quick update. As you can see here, we pushed down pretty heavily into profit. We broke this level. Now I'm hoping that we're able to close under this level. That's the next thing we're going to be looking for here. This is a 5-minute chart, so we have about 2 minutes to go. All right, I'll come back in about a minute now, and we'll see if this closes under that level. All right, we have about 5 seconds to go till this bar closes. The time is obviously a little bit off here, but it should be closing momentarily. There it is. So we definitely closed pretty deep into profit. Let's see. All right, so it's a 25 pip stop. Right now we're already at about 30 pips in profit. And all right, so our profit is twice as big as our stop on this particular trade. My first instinct at this point is to move my stop to break even. To be honest with you, I can't recall exactly what they say to do in the course at this particular instance. I believe there's a setting that you can have it set where once you get 1-to-1, the market will move to break even +1 or something if you're not able to stay and manage the trade, which is obviously a good thing. It just locks in or basically makes it so you won't have a losing trade. But I've seen a lot of other situations where the vendor just leaves the trade on. And because we have so much resistance above us, I think I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. Hopefully, this level of support will turn into a level of resistance. So if the market does come back up and test it, it'll continue pushing back down off of it. So for now, we're just going to leave things the way they are. And I'm going to come back a little bit later. I wanted to go ahead and move this down just in case when I come back, the market has already hit that level. We'll at least be able to see where it is. Hey folks, just wanted to come back. As you can see, we pushed down a little bit more here. We're within a few pips, I believe, of our profit target level. About 7 pips away. All right, now we're about 4 pips away from our take profit level. Also, I've decided not to show the back office. I just had that email from the vendor, from Vlad, about my previous video, about that only being for members. So I don't want to, definitely don't want to get another email from them. But you guys can get the basic ideas as I start putting out videos. And also the $250 off. I don't know how long that's going to be available. So if that's something you're interested in looking into, definitely click the link to make sure that offer is still up. I know they'll usually keep it up for at least 2 weeks or so. I think we've only been up for what now? A week or 7 days or something like that. We've been live. So you definitely have time. There's no rush on it or anything. But I don't have any control over that. So if they decide to remove that particular offer, then I can't do anything to get that back for you. Just want to make sure you guys understand that. So that's basically the typical price is going to be $997, basically $1,000, and with that discount, you're going to be getting it for $750. Same exact system, same ClickBank 2-month money back guarantee. You just save a lot of money. All right, market didn't choose to push through it as quickly as I thought it was going to. We came within 4 pips of the market going through it here, but it's kind of bouncing around this level. I was hoping to actually catch the market going through it instead of just pausing and coming back after the market has gone through it. But looks like that's what I'm going to have to do. So obviously we can't make the market do what we want it to. Just got to be patient. Let's see if this next bar here gives us a little push down. So close. About 3 pips away. We really need the market to go through this level and this line here to get through it as well. I went back and I checked to see if this was a level of support, and I didn't see anything. So hopefully we should be able to get through it without too much issue. Wow. This was a pretty big move here. So the first thing that's popping into my head is to move my stop down here somewhere. So that way either the market is going to give us 40 pips or it's going to give us 50 pips, one of the two. There's no way I'm going to let this turn around on me. I could just continue to be patient, which is probably what I should do, but things happen. It is what it is. So as you guys can see at this point, either the market's going to give us about 40 or it's going to give us 50, one way or the other. I don't like the way that it's stuttering at this level. All right, so we are now out of that trade, and obviously we might just get a small pullback and then the market could continue to push down. But just for my own peace of mind, I don't like to give these type of trades a chance to go back against us here. All right, so as always, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to send them my way. You got to see at least one trade here. I know it's Friday. I know I haven't done a lot of updates, but this at least gives you guys an idea of how the system operates. This was a conservative trade. You guys got to see exactly what the pop-ups look like. You saw that I pressed the button or I clicked yes, and the pending orders automatically popped up on my chart. You also saw the issue that I'm having where once the pop-up shows up and I click yes, the stop and also the take profit level disappear. And you guys didn't get to see where when I click yes, it doesn't automatically enter the stop and take profit levels, because typically it won't enter those levels. But of course, you know, the day that I try to show that to somebody, it does exactly what the system's supposed to do. So it is what it is. I'm actually happy to say that nobody else has really, you know, said anything about having this problem. You know, this is just something that for whatever reason I'm having to deal with. But once I find the answer, I'll definitely get it back to you guys as well, just in case one of you has that same problem. All right, I was waiting to see if this is going to continue pushing down or not, but looks like it's going to give us a nice up bar here. So I think that's going to be it for this video. We're right under 20 minutes. And I will hopefully see you guys on the next video next week. And hopefully we'll get an answer by then. All right, take care, folks. And make sure you follow the instructions below to get $250 off the Forex Libra code. That's the best deal that they have going right now. It's the best deal you'll find online. All right, guys, take care. Have a great weekend.